Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. In the not too distant past, I posted a Moon Lambo hot jam in which I reported that Tetragon lost their case against Ripple, with the primary reason being that they are a bunch of baby back biatches. And we find out today that it's going to be costly for them. Oh, it's going to be quite costly for them. In fact, Ripple's fees for lawyers, $3.4 million, and they're not the ones that are going to pay it. So I want to share with you the specifics along with comments from three lawyers within the XRP community. And it's just, I'll tell you what, this is a love story that went very bad between Tetragon and Ripple. So I will catch you up briefly in the beginning part of this video just to make sure everybody understands what's going on here. There's so many people in the XRP community that are brand new, so many people new to crypto. I want to make sure I properly set the table. But before going any further, I do want to be clear that I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos as a fun hobby. That's all that's going on here. Yeah, that's it. I mean, seriously, though, think about this. I'm a guy on the Webernets. You know, my name's Moon Lambo. That's stupid as hell. And I may or may not be wearing pants as I record this. You do not know my current pants situation, so even if I were to offer advice, would you really want to take it? I think the answer is no. Take a look at this from CoinDesk. This is from December 20th, 2019. So this would be the beginning phase of the love story between Ripple and Tetragon. And the headline is as follows. Ripple raises $200 million in Series C round led by Tetragon. So this is like the honeymoon phase where Ripple and Tetragon, they just can't keep their hands off one another. Blockchain-based payments firm Ripple has raised $200 million in a Series C funding round led by alternative asset investment firm Tetragon. Japan's SBI Holdings and VC firm Route 66 Ventures also participated, Ripple announced on Friday. And here's a quote. We are in a strong financial position to execute against our vision as others in the blockchain space have slowed their growth or even shut down. We have accelerated our momentum and industry leadership throughout 2019, said Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. And that certainly is true enough. Understand, at that point, we're still in really bear territory. You know, even if you want to call the bottom of the market mid-December 2018, fair enough. Still in 2019, things still in general in crypto in terms of price action not looking so hot. Crypto projects, man, whatever the hell their runway was, their burn rate, it was for many projects. They were pretty well decimated at this point. But Ripple, on the other hand, they were thriving financially and in terms of actually building out their vision for the Internet of Value, building out RippleNet, including on-demand liquidity, utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. And so it was amazing reporting on the story, seeing that this was coming, with the primary reason being that there are two reasons that companies go through Series C funding. One could be that they're positioning themselves to be sold. The second one, and the more likely one, in this case anyway, is that Ripple was positioning itself to go public. This is just something that you see done. And so, and by the way, mind you, about a month after this story broke, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, he did say that, and I'll have to paraphrase a little bit, but he said, look, you're going to see a lot of cryptocurrency-related companies going public, and Ripple won't be the first, but we also don't expect Ripple to be the last. That's what he said. So we know that there's an IPO on the horizon, or at least there were plans for it at the time with what's going on with the SEC. Not surprising to see it on the back burner, at least for a while, but indeed it's going to be coming at some point. Then this happens. You know that the SEC went after Ripple, claiming that Ripple sold XRP as unregistered securities, and all that litigation is still pending. And what happened on January 5th this year? Well, here's another headline from Cointelegraph. Tetragon sues Ripple to force stock redemption. So this is where the breakup, the messy breakup comes. One of Ripple Labs' big financial backers is looking to reverse its bet on the XRP issuer. By the way, Ripple is not the issuer of XRP. They received XRP, and XRP was created before Ripple existed. But hey, details. Don't let details get in the way of your messy reporting, CoinDesk. Tetragon Financial Group Ltd., the multi-billion-dollar asset manager turned plaintiff, had led Ripple's $200 million funding round in December 2019. On Monday night, the UK-based firm moved to exit its position in a sealed filing in Delaware Chancery Court, according to Bloomberg. And so ultimately, this came down to what they were claiming was a contractual right to get out of their whole relationship with Ripple, effectively, because they had a clause in there basically stating that if XRP were to be found to be a security, that they can absolutely up and skedaddle and get the hell out of there. Now, this was interesting because the SEC was making a claim that XRP was a security, but it was not legally found to suddenly be a security based purely on the claim by the SEC. But still, Tetragon moved forward with this. And so they definitely, let's just say they did not have diamond hands when it came to this particular relationship. Very short-sighted thinking, because I'm willing to bet you Ripple's going to come out on the better side of this once the litigation is completely finished between them and the SEC. So here's the statement that Ripple put out on January 5th. They put out a statement promptly, and it's very brief. It reads as follows. In Ripple's Series C investment agreement, there is a provision that if XRP is deemed to be a security on a go-forward basis, then Tetragon has the option of having Ripple redeem their Ripple equity. Since there has been no such determination, this lawsuit has no merit. We are disappointed that Tetragon is seeking to unfairly take advantage of the lack of regulatory clarity here in the United States. The courts will provide this clarity, and we are very confident in our position. And so what I said at the time was, if Ripple's statement here is absolutely factually correct, then Tetragon does not have a leg to stand on. Period. And so for me, it purely came down to, is this factual yet? Because if that's what the agreement said, good luck Tetragon. As it turns out, that is what the agreement said, and Tetragon lost the case. So this was, and this happened, was there a date on this? I mean, this was, yeah, here we go. This was March 8th. So just a hair over a month ago. Tetragon lost case to reclaim $175 million in Ripple investment. Shouldn't be surprising that this occurred. And so take a look at this. Here's what this is a quote, I believe, from the judge here. Here we go. But XRP is no more a security after the SEC filed the enforcement action than it was before it, the Delaware judge said in the ruling on Friday. A determination resolves the question of whether XRP is a security. Exactly. And so then said the enforcement action, by contrast, asks that question. The question is not yet resolved, so a determination has not yet been made, and when it is made, it will be made by the district court, the judge added. So not surprising, Tetragon lost. And it makes me wonder why they were so bold to make this move. Now, why do I think that? Well, I thought it was kind of stupid and short-sighted, because this is an amazing business opportunity for them, you would think, right? But it gets even more stupid for them, because as it turns out, there's a loser pays clause with that Ripple and Tetragon agreed to. And so Ripple's fees for lawyers, $3.4 million. This is crazy here. And so take a look. So here's the actual files. This came out today. The 12th, I believe it is today. Yeah. And so here you go. Take a look at this. In the Court of the Chancery of the State of Delaware. For the reasons stated in the letter decision and the order issued in this action on March 19, 2021, and the court's order granting with modifications defendant Ripple Labs' motion for an award of costs and expenses, it is hereby ordered and adjudged that this day of April, what would be 12th, it's not filled in there, April 12th, 2021, that, number one, check this out, I love this stuff. Number one, final judgment is entered in favor of Ripple and against plaintiff Tetragon Financial Group Limited on all counts in the verified complaint for specific performance and injunctive relief. And so that's a fancy way of saying, you done lost, bitches. That's exactly what that particular say. I wish they would have just written it like that. It'd be a lot more fun. Add a little zest to these things, right? These are boring legal documents. But Ripple's just been having a string of wins lately, have they not? I'm loving this stuff. Now, number two, in this zestless court document, Ripple is awarded attorneys' fees and expenses in the amount of, I'll just round this number, $3.4 million to be paid by Tetragon within 5 days of the entry of this order and final judgment. If not paid in full on that date in compliance with this order and final judgment, Tetragon shall pay Ripple post-judgment interest at the legal rate of 5% per annum over the Federal Reserve discount rate, compounded quarterly on the amount unpaid running from the date of this order until Ripple receives full payment. So there you go. If they don't pay promptly, they got 5 days to take care of this. They're going to be paying interest on top of the $3.4 million that they owe to Ripple. And how could they think that they had a leg to stand on if it's clearly stated that there's a clause that XRP must be declared a security? How could they be so stupid as to think that a claim that XRP is a security by the SEC is the same as XRP actually legally being suddenly a security? There was no adjudication to determine that yet. How could they possibly think this? They had to. You would think anyway. I guess they didn't, but I'm just like, how could they not realize they were about to pay for Ripple's lawyer fees and their legal fees, and then just lose and look like a bunch of asshats, they're looking like a Jay Clayton here. That's what they're looking like here. They're definitely looking like a Jay Clayton. Really burns my biscuits. And then moving on to, actually, I'll mention this too. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, and there's probably not much to say, and I haven't gone through the documents. I just didn't have time today, but I honestly don't think it matters. But Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, they both did today file to have the lawsuits against them personally dismissed. So we knew that was coming, though, but I just wanted to mention that I doubt there's anything particularly interesting in the documents. If there is, I'll talk about it in a future video, but there's always way too much stuff on a daily basis to sufficiently cover everything in the videos that I do put out each day. And then here's what XRP community member and attorney Jeremy Hogan had to say on this. Ripple's lawyers ran up a $3.4 million attorney fees defending the Tetragon case. Okay, well, I am charging way too little then. And to make it better, or worse depending on whose side you're on, Tetragon has to pay it. I assume that the Ripple/Tetragon contract had a clause in it that the prevailing party would receive attorney fees and costs from the other side. Litigation is a high-stakes game, and Tetragon not only has to fulfill contractual obligations, but pay 2 sets of lawyers. Ugh. So that's right. So they're forced into this relationship. It's like Tetragon wants to get a divorce, but they're legally not allowed to get a divorce. And so this is a messy love story now. This is awkward. My gosh. It's like Ripple came home to find that their clothing articles and prized possessions were strewn about the front lawn, including their PlayStation 5. Do you know how hard it is to get a PlayStation 5? And there it is, just tossed out onto the front lawn right now. There's semiconductor microchip shortages right now. And there you go, PS5 on the damn front lawn. Ain't nobody got time for that. Messy as hell. And now they got to live together. Have fun not having fun, I guess, here. And then there was this also. Somebody named Changes Gain responded to what Jeremy Hogan wrote there and wrote, can't wait to see how much the SEC will owe Ripple. And then C Student responded to that and wrote, Ripple and the SEC do not have a contract with each other. Ripple will be paying their own way. And Jeremy Hogan chimed in, which is why I wanted to cover this, and he wrote, correct. I don't know of any provision that Ripple can point to in a derogation of common law to get their lawyers' fees paid. That's too bad. It'd be nice because the SEC, this never should have happened in the first place. It's unfair, but I know that's life. That's life. Ripple's going to have to pay for whatever. Can you imagine though? Like, think about this. This is a way bigger case than what's happening with Tetragon. The SEC going after Ripple. So if the Tetragon case, which seems like more of a slam dunk type of thing, costs $3.4 million. What is it costing Ripple to defend against the SEC? Well, whatever it is, it's obviously totally worth it here. But damn, with Tetragon, how much are these lawyers getting paid per hour? $11 billion per hour? Like, what is this? It's man, I want a slice of that. Attorney Jesse Hines, who's a member of the XRP community, wrote simply the following: "Nothing makes me happier than seeing Tetragon lose over $3 million because of this lawsuit." Nothing makes me happier either. They can suck it. Seriously, Tetragon can absolutely suck it. Hashtag, I don't know, eggplant emoji. So there we are. All right, I'll wrap it there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.